My fellow Biafras, each and as we are getting ready for our freedom and for the convention that is coming in the next few weeks. Victory is for the Biafra people. This freedom and this history is made once in a century. If you are part of this Biafra freedom, you must be very proud, and your generation to come will be proud that you are part of the Biafra government that restored the hope of Africa. See you in Finland.
The Prime Minister of Biafra Republic in Exile, Ekpa, has come out to tell Donald Trump that it is now or never, that it is time for him to declare the BiAFRA agitation and let the igbos free. So that when he said that, the Nigerian government has also refuted that claim that Donald Trump should not take a look into the forthcoming declaration of the igbos, and they stated in their letter that one Nigeria has come to stay, and that nobody has the constitutional power or the right to write a letter to the president-elect of US, in person of Donald Trump, to succeed from the country. But now, our topic for today is, why is Nigerian government afraid of division? Why are they afraid of secession? Why are they afraid of people living this faulty contraption called Nigeria? Why are they afraid of the rising sun of the evil man? They are afraid because in their own evil deed, they want to keep everybody into stagnation. The country has been so stagnant for years. Nothing has been working. Nothing has been working in the country called Nigeria. Just of recent, the national grid has been fluctuating, going up and down. And now the same government cannot fix a national grid that lit up power, that supply power to over 200 million Nigerians, have been thrown into darkness. But you have that energy, you have that power to put an end to what agitators. The basic things the government ought to have done has been neglected by the same government. In terms of infrastructure in the country, there's no infrastructure. Power supply, there's no power supply. There are no good roads. Unemployment is on the very high side. Inflation is on the very high side. Killings, banditry. Now, just of yesterday, the Ministry of Defense announced that a new terrorist group has been formed. The name is Lakwaso. That was what the Ministry of Defense said, that a new terrorist group has emerged in the country. And is that the one Nigeria they want people to still believe in? Is that the country they want every person who don't believe in the ideology and the growth of the country to remain trapped in this country, in this contraption called Nigeria? Why don't for a man to have chosen the path that is time to liberate my people, you've kidnapped the man and put him in detention. Now another person is coming out to say that enough is enough, we can no longer continue with this, and he has chosen a path that 2nd of December the declaration will hold. Now the government of the day of Nigeria is burning helter skelter to make sure that declaration does not hold. It shows the kind of leaders we have in this so-called one Nigeria. Leaders who are bent on only themselves. Leaders whose interest alone is for their pockets. Leaders that has no plans for the economy and for the country. Only what they do is anyone agitating for a better Nigeria or agitating to succeed the country will be arrested and detained. Why won't there be more agitators if the country has failed? If the leaders has failed, if the leaders cannot provide the needful to our citizens, if the leaders cannot provide social amenities, basic things for our people, we have, as time goes on, Nigeria will have more agitators because every man on the street is tired of this contraption called one Nigeria. Majority of them don't have that platform to voice out. Majority of them might not be that popular, might not be that influential, but I can bet you they are tired of this contraption called one Nigeria. So for Simon Ekpa to have written to the president-elect of the United States of America, the person of Donald Trump, he has written an official letter telling him that it is time for you to recognize the sovereign state of Biafra. The Nigerian government is in panic. The Nigerian government, they are afraid. Why should they be afraid? Why are they afraid? Why are they afraid? Afraid of what? Because a country wants to exit Nigeria. And let's not forget that Iran and Pakistan, they were same country, but along the line, both of them parted way. Southern Sudan and Northern Sudan part way. So it is not a crime for a tribe or for a region who perceive they are marginalized in that country, that if it's their right to leave the country, they have every constitutional power to exit the country. And let's not forget that the laws that brought us together has long expired. And in 2014, if every region feels they can no longer stay together, let them go their different ways. That was the clause when we had during the 1914 amalgamation of the Southern Protectorate and the Northern Protectorate. But today, as Nigerian government obey that law, the only people championing for the one Nigeria are those benefiting for the failed system. And these are the what? And these are the oppressors keeping nnamdikanu in detention. And these are the operators who don't want an average man to rise up beyond this limit. And then these are the people who are championing the killings, promoting the killings of the average Nigerian man by promoting Fulani herdsmen. So quite a lot of people by giving Fulani herdsmen edge over indigenes of their respected land. And these are the people that does not want good for every region. Because today, if every region part ways, we will know who to hold accountable. Yes, free money will no longer be coming from Abuja. And that is why majority of the northern areas are scared of the exit of the Igbo. I believe that if the Igbo man leaves the country, they can no longer cope with the Yoruba oligarchy, and which will spell doom for them. You think an average Igbo man is a fool? You deprive them of power. You deprive them of juicy political offers, and yet you want them to remain slaves in this contraption called Nigeria. You want them to remain an errand boy in this contraption called Nigeria. December 2nd is fast approaching, and it's around the corner. It is around the corner. And when that day comes, the leader himself will make the world know that the BiAFRA prophecy is here. And then despite the word intimidation, from the Nigerian government to stop this declaration, despite the government have put all hands on deck to stop the Biafra declaration, yet he still acting stronger. He still acting stronger. The people are saying at this time we are tired of the one Nigeria. We can no longer continue with the one Nigeria. It is never a crime. It is never a crime for a group of people to say they are tired of the system and they want to exit the country. Injustice in the land have created a vacuum for the igbos to say they are tired of one Nigeria. Even the Yorubas, an average Yoruba man is tired of the system. An average Yoruba man is tired of the system because the system is not working. Those benefiting from the system are the political elites because they are really gaining from the people's sweat. And thank God for the likes of Sunday Igboho, nnamdikanu, and Simon Ekpa, who has come out to say enough is enough. We can no longer continue like this. That we can no longer continue in this contraption called one Nigeria because the suffering is much. People are now dropping dead on a daily basis because of the wickedness of the government. Because of the government is so heartless to see the plight that these people are suffering. And yet, you don't want people to exit the country. Yet, you want people to remain in bondage. It is not possible, and that will never be possible. The government needs to realize that people are now grown up, and people knows when to choose the right thing for themselves. For the fact you are the president of the country, you cannot dictate on how a particular region should run their daily lives. The injustice in Nigeria is on the very high side. INEC conducted a fraudulent election, and Igbo man was deprived of power. And Igbo man is not holding any political juicy appointments in Nigeria. Rather, they have become slaves to country they claim they are from. Nobody would ever accept that. Nobody would want such thing to happen. I think the time is now for Donald Trump to listen to the cry of the Igbo man and let the Igbo man go. Thank you. You can subscribe to this channel, like our videos, share, comment for more political discourse. Thank you so much.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Christian. Simon Ekpa get people that are lobbying for BiAFRA, and it is a plus. The way Simon Ekpa is going international, and it seems he's making this agitation a serious international issue by employing international lobbyists to make sure that BiAFRA is recognized at the world stage. Let's get a reaction.
Now, thank you for that wonderful question, the anchor of this good platform. First and foremost, I want to say, Simon Ekpa has come out to say, or has outlined countless times that he said that the Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gun for a second time. Now when he said that, see, Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gun, it means that nobody needs to die for them to exit Nigeria. Now, Ojogun fought Biafra in a different dimension. Now,
nnamdikanu did it via his own direction. So Ekpa is taking it globally, and now we've seen world body recognize BiAFRA. We've seen the UN and then some other global body have come out to endorse the BiAFRA struggle. So kudos to him, it is a plus. Some persons have come out to say that Samonekpa should be discredited, the likes of Ohane's and that of the southeastern governors. But my question is that you said Samonekpa should not be taken serious. Then who should be taken serious? The government who is not willing to protect our people? Is it the people who have refused to speak up when the Igbo man has been marginalized in the country? Is it the same governors who have become a tools in the hands of their Fulani master? So for you to even have a character like Samonekpa and nnamdikanu to have come out to say enough is enough, that we are tired of this contraption called one Nigerians. It shows that these people have this mindset that see they can no longer be the slave. So for him to have even gone as far as to hire lobbyists that will speak on behalf of BiAFRA in the world in the UN summit, to me it's a plus, and that alone the voice of Biafrans will be heard globally, and the voice of an Igbo man is also being heard globally. Now let me take it back the line. When Southern Sudan and South Sudan wanted parted ways, nobody killed each other, nobody go through the route of violence. It was done amicably. So Samonekpa is doing it amicably for him to convince world leaders that this thing is possible, and why the government of the day, the present government of Nigeria, are not seeing it that way. Thank you. You can also
to the government, to the Nigerian government be worried about it.
Why would they be worried? The same people have sent assassins to kill Samonekpa. Now only he has escaped. So see, one thing about it is that the government of the day, they are panicking. There's panic. You know what it is now? Say a particular tribe or a major tribe to exit your country. You know how an Igbo man is. You know the investment of an Igbo man is in the country. Now imagine in Nigeria without an Igbo man. Let's just imagine that. I mean, dominance. That means the Hausa man would now dominate virtually every government parastatals in Nigeria. So now the reason why the Igbo man is still believe that's Nigeria is because the Igbo man is still in the contraption called Nigeria. And eventually, if the Igbo man leaves, my brother, the Yoruba man will know the true meaning of Nigeria, and then we don't know who owns Nigeria. Just like what Angobula said, he said they are not scared of the Igbos parting, exiting Nigerians. That was what he said. He said they are not scared. Indirectly, that means the other tribe would not have sense of belonging in the country, and we know it. I know it too. And every normal man now has the spirit of dominance. You cannot dominate him. If Fulani man has the spirit of dominance, for you to dominate him, it will take ages. In terms of population, you cannot dominate them. So one thing is that Ekpa have foreseen this whole thing. That was why he championed this BiAFRA struggle. And now, gradually, it is now becoming a reality in this contraction called Nigeria. Now, there are some Igbo men are even tired of the system called Nigeria, just because they feel their brother is still in president. Man, my brother, I can bet you, come 2027, the Yorubas will be championing own the Igbo Republic more than the Igbo man. I can bet you that. That I'm very certain of.
Agitation.
Yes, we will certainly because it is certain when their president, when their body is being kicked away from the presidency, already there is a plot, and which he himself cannot escape. The president himself knows that there's a plot, and then the big shots in the north are formed alliance. You know it. RFI, a powerful influence in the north, is not in the league. Sorry, is not in good terms with the president. And now nobody can take that factor. What RFI did. Or see that made President Tinubu emerge as the president via his own influence. And then we have also the likes of Angulai, which is the chairman of the Northern Others Forum. He said post that election that the Northern Others Forum supported Tinubu, but come 2027, Tinubu will not get their support. So what does that mean? Now if the average left person is not given the vote, now where will they get the vote? It should come by 2027. The same thing the Yorubas have been after the Igbos for. Now they will be the master mind of it, because I can bet you that 2027 Yoruba will stop, and that's the slogan that will continue to trend, is that we are tired of the country, we want to follow the suit of the Igbo man and exit the country. And then the Igbo man now will not take them, tag them for being unserious, because now that the Igbo man is struggling for the exit, we are saying the Igbo man is not serious. There are claims that the Igbo man is not serious, but I can bet you when the system will also catch up with you, then you will know why the Igbo man has been championing to exit. Thank you for always coming.